Most people think intelligence is something fixed, something you're simply born with. But psychology and neuroscience suggest something very different. Your brain is constantly changing. Every habit, every environment, every repeated behavior either strengthens your mind or slowly weakens it. And the dangerous part is this: some of the habits damaging your intelligence feel completely normal. In fact, millions of people repeat them every single day without realizing what they're doing to their brain. Their attention becomes weaker, their thinking becomes slower, their focus disappears, and eventually, their mind no longer feels as sharp as it once did. Not because they're stupid, but because their daily habits are quietly rewiring their brain. One of the biggest habits destroying intelligence today is constant overstimulation. Most people never allow their brain to rest anymore. The moment silence appears, they reach for stimulation. Music, notifications, short videos, scrolling, background noise. The brain becomes trapped in endless consumption. And over time, this destroys deep thinking. Because intelligence requires mental space. It requires boredom, reflection, focus. But modern overstimulation trains the brain to crave constant novelty instead. And eventually, people lose the ability to concentrate for long periods of time. Their attention span becomes fragmented, and fragmented attention weakens cognitive performance. Another habit quietly lowering intelligence is sleep deprivation. The brain cannot function properly without recovery. During sleep, your brain processes information, strengthens memory, removes mental waste, and repairs cognitive function. But many people consistently sacrifice sleep for entertainment, work, or distraction, and the effects slowly become visible. Poor memory, brain fog, slower thinking, emotional instability, difficulty learning. In fact, chronic sleep deprivation can impair cognitive performance almost like alcohol intoxication. Yet people normalize exhaustion as if it's productivity. Another dangerous habit is consuming information without thinking critically about it. Modern people absorb enormous amounts of content every day, but very little reflection happens. People scroll endlessly through opinions, headlines, trends, and emotional reactions without deeply analyzing anything. And slowly, their thinking becomes passive. They stop questioning, stop reflecting, stop forming independent thoughts. Because intelligence is not just consuming information, it's processing it. The smartest minds are rarely the loudest consumers. They are often the deepest thinkers. Another habit damaging intelligence is multitasking. Many people pride themselves on doing multiple things at once. Watching videos while texting, studying while checking notifications, working while scrolling social media. But neuroscience shows something important. The brain doesn't truly multitask well. It rapidly switches attention instead. And constant task switching exhausts cognitive energy. Over time, this weakens focus, memory retention, and problem-solving ability. Deep focus is becoming rare, and rarity increases value, which means the ability to focus deeply may become one of the most valuable forms of intelligence in the modern world. Another habit slowly killing IQ is avoiding difficult thinking. The brain grows through challenge, just like muscles grow through resistance. But many people constantly consume easy stimulation instead of mentally demanding activities. They avoid deep reading, complex conversations, problem-solving, learning difficult skills, or challenging perspectives. Because difficult thinking feels uncomfortable. But comfort slowly weakens the mind. And over time, the brain adapts to whatever level of effort you repeatedly demand from it. Which means a mind constantly fed shallow stimulation eventually becomes comfortable with shallow thinking. And that may be one of the biggest psychological dangers of modern life. Now, of course, intelligence is complex. IQ alone does not define wisdom, creativity, emotional intelligence, or human value. But one thing remains true. Your brain is shaped by what you repeatedly expose it to. Your habits become mental architecture. And many people are unknowingly building environments that destroy their ability to think clearly. The frightening part is that cognitive decline rarely feels dramatic in the beginning. It happens slowly. You become slightly more distracted, slightly less focused, slightly more mentally tired, until one day, deep thinking feels exhausting, and constant stimulation becomes necessary just to avoid boredom. But boredom was never the enemy. In many ways, boredom was the beginning of intelligence, because some of humanity's greatest ideas emerged from silence, reflection, and uninterrupted thought. And modern life is quietly eliminating all three. At the end of the day, protecting your intelligence is no longer just about learning more. It's about protecting your attention, your focus, your mental clarity, your ability to think deeply in a world designed to distract you. Because intelligence is not only about how much you know. Sometimes, it's about whether your mind is still capable of thinking clearly beneath all the noise. If this video resonated with you, comment, "Attention is intelligence." And if you enjoy psychology and human behavior content designed to help you understand the hidden patterns shaping the modern mind, subscribe to the Mindscape. There's always more beneath the surface.